10. We made it to double digits, guys. Number 10. We're going to thank ourselves because we have no sponsors. So we're going to thank the No Carnival Parking crew, which is myself, Clint Esposito, which I realize I'm the only one that has my full name on my Zoom deal here.
Sure. Mine. Oh, I normally
you're just
have mine.
Mike.
Okay.
I don't know. And he
Mike
maybe that's how,
yeah, Mike Romanelli's here.
that's weird. Anyway, I got off track. Got sidetracked already. Mike Romanelli and Henry Suarez. The rest of the No Carnival Parking guys. What's up?
What's up, guys? What's up? I just want to welcome all the new listeners from the Elite Sports Mafia and the Swarm coming over. So any of those listeners, hope you like our little show. We're gonna do the best to welcome you guys and just talk shit. That's what we do. We talk shit. Three guys that have good friends that run a comedy club in New Jersey, and that's what we do here. We just, who knows what goes on, all kinds of tangents and stuff like that. So I just want to welcome all the new listeners.
Grazie.
Ooh. What are you drinking, Clint?
It's whiskey in Killcliff. Oh, they didn't have the CBD, damn it. Why are they being stingy on the CBD Killcliff? It's like a...
So it's like a energy drink?
No, it's not an energy drink. I can't believe you got... Like, I lived in Atlanta, and that's where these guys are from, so that's why I knew. But they're actually, like, Navy SEALs, and it's an enzyme that helps you recover. But now they have one with CBD, and then they have another one with caffeine. You know, like a little energy deal. But
that's like if you get shot, like you drink one of those, and
well, that's when I was hurt.
Your wounds will heal.
When my leg was super fucked up, I was like, I drank and I made a post. I was like, I hope this shit works. But I'm not sure. I haven't done that much research into it. Just says that there is a thing in it. They don't say what it is. So I don't know.
It's probably morphine.
I don't have a good answer for you. They would sell a lot more of it if it was morphine. I could tell you that.
I like this answer. And to be clear, Clint is not a shill for the Kilkennys or
Kill.
You know. There you go.
No, I don't. There was a connection. One of my friends was friends with them, but it never worked out where I got any or anything. But like, I'm cool on the company. Some Navy SEALs got together and was like, we're gonna fucking kill the... What am I echoing again? Is that what you guys are laughing about? I don't know how to stop it, bro.
It's so funny. It's like right when you get into shit.
It's like as soon as you start like going, every single time.
Every time you get on a fucking like get
It's
going.
sweet. It's sweet because it really ruins the everything when I try to talk about anything. So that's good.
It's probably worse that we laugh instead of being like,
exactly.
Hey, fix it.
Exactly. I'm like, every time I try to talk about something, everybody laughs. So I just shut the fuck up. You guys thought I was quiet before. Watch now.
It's not. It's just that I'm trying to be respectful and not say anything, and I just can't. Now it's just become like I just laugh, and then Henry just fucking laughs. And it's like,
can't help it.
We could come up with a code or something. But you guys don't. You don't hear it on.
I'm just like, and then I got these, and then I was just going, it's like, oh Jesus Christ, not again.
But you don't hear on the actual recording, right?
No, there's no way.
That's fun. That's so weird.
I don't know. I've never listened to an actual recording.
I have. I like to listen to them.
So
I like to get a nice bubble bath going and re-listen to all of our shows.
It's really creepy.
So basically, nobody has any idea whether it echoes or not on live.
I know for a fact that one time you had a really bad echo, and Henry went back and said he didn't hear it.
Right.
Yeah.
I do know that.
I'm pretty sure it corrects it.
Oh wait, the one. Remember the one from last time, from the last show where it was every time Clint said something, it was like and I
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, but I think he was fucking with us with that one.
I was not. I don't know how to do that.
No, you were definitely fucking us with that one.
Yeah, I'm calling.
I don't know how to do that.
Guys, want to hear something?
That's the only gay stuff I got. That's it.
You want to hear something crazy? So,
No.
Come on.
Oh, all right.
Listen.
Well, then go ahead.
So, I thought this was really cool, and I know you guys think it's really cool. So, a really good friend of mine.
I got a good thing to talk about.
A really good friend of mine. Was it like 2 days ago? Sends me a picture, and I look at it. I'm in the yard doing some yard work. I look down. I'm like, it's my buddy that I went to high school with, and fucking Jim Brewer in his backyard. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, he lives like 20 minutes from me.
Yeah, and he knocked on my buddy's door yesterday, 2 days ago. It's just crazy. Like, it's just apparently he's out and about and is friends with my buddy's neighbor, and I guess they're all friends. And he said he told them like his name came up one time. He's like, that's my favorite comic of all time. And I guess he stopped by or whatever, and he told him, and Jim just knocked on his fucking door, and like he said, he was the coolest guy fucking ever.
I'm
He
sure.
said
Dude, everybody.
was like,
trip.
There's a little bar. There's like an old ass bar. The floor has like an 8-inch bow in it, like an 8-inch rise, and they have like a music. It's a music place, and they have open mics. So sometimes I'll just go down there and do comedy, just be the only comic that drops in. And they're like, "Oh, Brewer comes in all the time. Like comes in." Everybody says that. He actually has a band and plays at this place.
he's the man.
He is the man.
He's the fucking man, dude. And like then like he like posted a live Instagram video, like pretty much from my friend's tree. He's like, yo, check what he posted like right after. He's like really he's really going hard in the paint about this whole lockdown thing right now. Like he's taking it real serious. He's not even being as funny. But my buddy said that it was just the funniest. Like he was great. It was awesome.
What do you mean? He stayed 6 feet from everyone, had a mask on? What do you mean? Or he's the opposite way?
Opposite. He said to my buddy, like, I'm still shaking hands. Can I shake your hand? He's like, absolutely, you can shake my hand.
That's. I don't.
But, I mean, he
spit right in his nose.
I don't enforce like we're gonna shake hands, but honestly, I wouldn't wear a mask if it wasn't mandated. I put it on only to go into stores.
Well, you know, I'm like on a roller coaster with this thing, right? Like back and forth. Like, I'm starting to think that like wearing a mask, like there's like people like high up just like laughing. Like we got all these motherfuckers wearing masks. Like ha ha ha.
I was thinking about we're all Muslim now. Remember had you saw those things? It's like we're all Muslim. Fuck if they didn't pull it off. Yeah. They did it. We're all Muslims. You know, everybody's got pretty eyes now.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, you got some pretty eyes.
Imagine how much, like, when I was young and I had acne, I was pumped on wearing a helmet. Like, how stoked are you on masks right now?
Yeah, imagine your teeth are all jacked. Like, you're one of those butter faces that everything's nice, but your smile, like a hot chick like that, like, they got to be so happy right now.
Yeah, dude.
That's amazing. That's got to do wonders for your, your Tinder profile.
Mask fish.
You know?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Plenty of masks.
I text Sam the other day. I was like, dude, it was the first hot, nice day. I'm like, I'm starting to really like chicks with yoga pants and masks. Like, there were so many hot chicks in Morristown with yoga pants and masks. I told my wife this. It's nothing is hidden. But,
do you think they wore a lower cut or a higher cut to go with their mask? Since their face was covered up, they were like,
"Oh, it's like way less." That's my point. That's my point. Yeah,
see?
You're gonna see this summer. You're gonna see nothing but mask. It's gonna be like chicks walking around in bikinis and masks. You're gonna see that.
Well, that's gonna be the next risque mask. It's just like the nose plugs and a strip over the lips.
Oh, that's a good one.
Real tight, like strings to hold it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like the G string of masks.
Yeah, like very.
Yeah, where are we at on that? Less is more.
Yeah, just like cosplay ones. They have leather ones with a hole in them. Instead of it being like a strap.
Yeah,
It's like a
that's
mask.
actually amazing. Yeah, instead of like if places enforce the mask thing, go in there in like the bondage mask with the zippers closed over the mouth. I mean, what are they gonna say?
Bro, no joke at Costco the other like a couple weeks ago when they enforced the mask rule. I'm not kidding. These poor people were tying shirts around their face, and this one dude was in line in front of me with a fucking gas mask on.
Oh.
And I'm like, come on, you got to be in front of me with this thing on right now.
He's like, check this out. I'm fucking invincible. Did he have a whole suit on?
No, I really think
Oh,
the poor
now call him
bastard.
the
I really think
bullshit.
the poor bastard like had nothing else but that in his house. I don't think he didn't have gloves on. I think like he was forced to just put this thing on because he had.
That's like he was going hunting, but all he had was a bazooka.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, fuck it.
Like, well, I'm already out here.
I need some meat.
I gotta get the job done.
Yeah, I need some meat, man. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, I'm not gonna, Mike. I think I just came up with a good concept for you for like a look for the summer. Your usual sweaty Dago uniform of like ill-fitting shorts and a guinea tee that's been sweat through 3 or 4 times already, and then a plague vendor or plague doctor, sorry.
Yeah.
Plague vendor's a record label. Plague doctor mask.
Yes.
Just I don't know, man. I feel like you could really pull that off.
It's funny you say that, Henry, because I've really been looking into the plague doctor outfit.
Have you?
I'm thinking about opening up the restaurant as like the manager that's in charge. Like they're saying we're gonna have to wear a mask. I'm gonna come check on your table and like poke you the way they used to do in the plague doctors. Just poke at you to ask how you're doing. Just give them a couple pokes and walk away.
Yeah, we can build you a little rolling platform too, so you can wear one of those long like Matrix style fucking leather trench coats.
I'm in.
And we'll get you like what are them things them assholes used to ride around for like a couple years?
Chariots?
It's got no. It's like a wheel. Jesus Christ.
Wheelchairs?
They were like you would stand on them and they have wheels, and then they started like bursting into flames.
Like Mike used to have them.
You know what I'm talking about?
Segway.
Yeah, but it doesn't have handles. Either way, yeah. So yes, one of those things. So we'll make sure you're.
Oh, the fake hoverboard.
Yes, that
Dude,
thing.
no, I can't. No shot.
I saw somebody at the gas station yesterday. 2 kids with fucking masks on, riding those stupid things around, and I'm just like, holy shit.
Has either one of you tried to ride one? Clint's
Yeah.
probably not the best person because he would be able to do it.
I rode it.
All right, so
It's just weird getting on and off.
I will never
it wants
forget.
to fucking like, yeah, they're super weird. I've ridden Segways and I've ridden those like actual Segway.
Mhm.
Like back in the day when they first came out, I happened to be at Travis Pastrana's house and they brought them. We were doing a commercial or something, and the dude, I don't know what we were doing. Maybe we weren't doing that time. So they brought them. Those dudes were filming, and they brought like 2 of them, and they had one with dirt wheels, and they had street wheels. And
Serious?
yeah, and so Nitro Circus kids are like, I'm going up the backside of this fucking landing, like and jumping off of it and shit, and they're like, you can't do all that, and I'm like, this is the wrong place to bring this if you didn't want it fucking truly tested.
So, yeah, definitely. Hey, the guys from Segway came here today, and they're like, sick. Let's take a thing off the half pipe.
Exactly.
They're like, what the fuck you come here for? Then?
Exactly. That's exactly what you have there. Like,
well, that's amazing. My story is not. Mine is more of just me being a big.
But yes, they're all kind of fucked up the way that
they're
you have
weird.
to get onto them. When you first put so they controlled by pressure on heel or toe. But inadvertently, when you go to step onto it, you want to heel it. So then it wants to smash into your other leg that's standing on the fucking ground. But like it's always trying to catch you. So like on and off is like really awkward on them.
So awkward. So I was at my buddy had a vitamin shop. It was around Christmas time, so we had all the displays in nice like pyramids going with all the supplements, and he's riding around, but he's like this really fit guy. He's like, but he's older than me. He's like cruising through, and he's like, Romanelli, try it out. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm probably not the right guy for that. He's like, come on, man, just try it out. I'm like, I don't know. So he throws it at me, and I jump on it all hard, and bro, I went fucking flying into a display and destroyed his fucking shop. There was bottles everywhere. I was like, I told you, man. I was so embarrassed too, because like there was like a really hot chick there, like to represent like the company. It was so embarrassing. But
yeah, you're the fucking last person I would ever get to
yeah, I was like,
test
come on,
out
man.
the dexterity of something.
Yeah, my kids talk about it all the time. They have this thing, Clint.
Yeah.
It's called a spooner. It's kind of like it's like a bootleg version of, remember those boards we had when we were kids that like it was without a skateboard, you go back and forth, but it's like plastic, right? And you spin around and you kind of like skate around the house. And I got way too excited with them one time, and I'm like, Daddy used to ride a skateboard, so I'm like flipping and doing all that stuff, and then I run across the room and then jump on it. Bro, this thing flew from underneath me. My ass was at where my head should be, up in the air, and came flying down my back on the wood floor. They still talk about it to this day. Like, remember when you jumped on that thing?
What was it? One of those ones where they like got the two separate feet?
It's kind of like that. No, it's, remember those boards like when we were really young that you like kind of like rock back and forth? It's that whole idea. Like you like try to learn how to skate in your house.
I don't know
what
that
they
I
call
had
that,
that.
Henry? It was like a.
Were you the balance thing where you're just on a? Okay, yeah.
Where it's like it's on like a cylinder.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
Like bouncing.
It's like the idea of that, but it's this big plastic thing that's shaped like this now, and you kind of like bounce back and forth and turn around. And I was like getting pretty good with it, like doing shove-its on it and showing them. And then like an asshole, of course, I go watch this move and I just run and then jump on it. And I'm telling you that my wife thought I was gonna go through the fucking floor. That's how hard I fell. I haven't felt that hard in I don't even know how long. I don't know how I jumped back up like everything was fine. I have no idea.
So that was just
happened.
a misjudgment.
It was a misjudgment. I'm getting too over this shit.
It was
I promise I can tell you the last time you fell that hard that I can. It was down the shore on the skimboard.
Down the shore skimboard.
On the skimboard.
Yeah, it had to be a long time ago then.
Oh Jesus, dude, it was like 20 years ago.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I've used to fall. I've fallen quite a few times. Pretty hard.
Oh, I can't log into this account right now.
What else is going on in the world, guys?
I was actually thinking about something before.
UFOs.
When we get into the studio, before we get into that, when we actually get into the studio and we have the the board and whatnot, want to play around with some of those sound effects and see if we can add a few to it. Like, so the next time, you say you were at like Travis Pastrana's house or Mike's with, Sam Tripoli or one of these guys, it'll go name drop. So that'll be perfect. We need the name drop button.
So then get something over there to do it.
We'll get one.
Yeah, I'm all over that.
So you want to talk about UFOs?
Is that a thing?
And I heard Clint saying
that. They just fucking released. They verified that these videos were real. That one of Tom DeLonge's videos were real or some bullshit from Blink 182.
I don't think it was Tom DeLonge.
Well, his group.
It was the U.S. Navy.
Those, but they verified some of his videos too. I heard or I read.
Okay.
So
here's the thing with this.
So and then all of a sudden they posted something which a girl that I know or a woman that lived by an Air Force base or something out in California was like, no, those are like flares or something.
Or the Tesla or the Elon Musk Starlink is going on. Everyone's seeing that everywhere. I mean, they're even seeing that in Jersey.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but a lot of people around here have.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, I guess if it's got to be really early in the morning. But the Starlink is visible, and they say that it's even crazier than what you're seeing with your camera can catch. Yeah. There's like a red laser that holds them all together. It's supposed to be like really this crazy shit. But it's right when disclosure is kind of happening. But check it out. All those videos, nothing is new to me. I've seen all those videos. So like Joe Rogan had the pilot on a couple months ago, maybe more than a couple months ago, discussing those films that he was the guy on the radar that caught it. That was that guy. So I don't understand why it's new. Like maybe it's because the Pentagon is finally acknowledging it.
Well, they verified that they are unidentified. UFOs. They're like, we really don't know what these are. That's basically all they said.
Yeah, so then
We
you
admit,
got that.
guys, we're not sure what this is.
You got that. You got Starlink, right? And that's getting released right now. When I was on Tinfoil Hat a couple hours ago, that's what we were talking about. It's like every single fucking conspiracy is just every single thing we all talked about is just happening right now at one time. And it's like, what the fuck? Like they're just throwing everything at us. So like the grand, and I'm trying not to say conspiracy anymore. I'm trying to go that at least myself, I'm a free thinking person, not a conspiracy theorist. Conspiracy theorist is kind of a dirty term, but
created by the CIA.
Exactly. So all that shit. But anyway, all of these ideas and things that everyone was a little bit worried about is all happening right now. And my biggest one that I've always been scared of is Project Bluebeam. And Project Bluebeam starts with a little bit of disclosure.
You said that, and when I read, there was like 10 different. Was that saying those are the things that are going to happen, or those are the possible ways it can happen? Because there was like several of them. The aliens was one, and then there was another virus was another thing. So there was a bunch of different ways, but a couple of them are happening at the same time right now.
Yeah. So basically the whole thing real quick with Project Bluebeam, the idea of Project Bluebeam, right? That's my biggest. I'm always been petrified of this one. Is they're gonna tell you a little bit about aliens, so you get ready, or UFOs, so they disclose. They're gonna disclose all these documents, and then boom, you're gonna see alien invasion, right? Like what was that awesome movie, Henry, we saw? Where they all lived in the camps.
Day?
No. Where they all lived in the camps and stuff.
Oh, District 9.
Yeah, right. Where you see it in the sky. So you're gonna see something like that. It's gonna be a hologram, like Tupac, or all this other stuff. It's like, but the technology
from the people that brought you Tupac.
Yeah, exactly.
Comes
Definitely.
The alien invasion.
Yes, that, or they might bring Jesus out. Who knows? In certain areas, and it's gonna be super real, and and then it's gonna bring everyone together for that one threat. That we all come together and try to fight.
This is like Game of Thrones too.
I know, man, but Project Bluebeam is a scary one. It's like right now in the middle of all this, right when all this shit's happening. I mean, every day just gets crazier and crazier. Every day just gets crazier and crazier and crazier, and it's like, I don't know, man.
Who are we fighting? Aliens? Or dead army?
The aliens, if Project Bluebeam, I'm not saying any of this is real.
They're Muslim alien pro-choicers. That's who we're going after. Like actual aliens from space.
I don't believe so. No, they're fake. Okay. It's a fake alien invasion. Is what Project Bluebeam will be a
real thing.
No, it's a fake alien invasion.
Crisis actors as aliens
invading. It's a giant flag. It's supposed to be a giant false flag. That's what a Project Bluebeam is supposed to be. I mean, it could even come in as a as the image of God. That's what they say. If it comes out.
What is the image
if all this does happen, this is another thing the Simpsons predicted, because they had the angel that predicted the opening of a mall or something. So this would all be.
Yeah, of course.
Again.
Yeah, there we go. All online. Fucking, I'm not going to say his name, but there's some fucking computer guy that wants to stab us all with vaccines. Will possibly have chips in them. I mean, come on, man. It's every fucking theory is just happening together all at one fucking time. It's getting a little crazy.
Isn't that convenient?
Very convenient.
Here, hold on. Let me find it.
But I think people are also waking up quicker than ever. So at the same time as things get crazy, I also think we're going to turn this shit around. I do still believe in the power of humanity and the power of good. I don't think everyone is bad in this world. I really can't believe that. I cannot believe that. I even was saying today on the podcast over on Tinfoil Hat that even when I think things are compartmentalized and I think some of the people that might even be doing things that might be bad don't even realize it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like a group. I don't think it's this giant group of people. I think it's more of a smaller, very, very, very select that might be doing, and maybe even in their eyes is not even bad. I don't know. I'm all over the place with this shit, but maybe it's just what their right is, or what they feel is their message, or whatever they want to get across. I don't know, man. It's like you said, Clint, like Game of Thrones shit. Like maybe it's all I don't know. Like you gotta pick which side you want to be on. You want to be on the Lannisters? You want to be on the fucking what's the other guy's name? The guy who got his head chopped off in the first episode. You want to be on his side?
It's not the first one.
It's Darth Maul.
No.
You want to be on Darth Maul's side? You want to be on?
He gets chopped in half.
It started with Nass.
The Starks.
Right? Starks. There you go.
You want to be on the Starks? You know,
the Clampets.
You want to be on the Gabagool, like whatever side you want to be on.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you a prosciutto di Parma or a prosciutto di Piccolo?
You know, what side are you? Are you a sauce or are you a fucking gravy guy? Which one are you? I mean, but no, it's like almost too much, man. It's like fucking sensory overload of all of these.
That's ridiculous because it's obviously sauce.
Yeah. Pretty much a sauce guy myself too. But
I don't really like, to me, like, who cares? Like, I didn't realize that was a thing.
Well, you guys should do.
My stupid friends argue over sloppy joes, over which fucking sloppy joe is a sloppy joe. So, like, what's a sloppy joe, Mike? What do you think a sloppy joe is? Like, what is it? Right off the top of your head, what is it?
It's the sandwich with coleslaw and Russian dressing.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I would have said.
Are you?
I would have said the meat sloppy joe.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so like the two of yous can go hang out with my fucking idiot friends and fight about this for 4.5 hours because it constantly comes up.
How about pork roll and
I could squash that in a second. I could squash that one in a second.
It's fucking Taylor Ham.
No, I could squash that argument in a second.
Well, Taylor Ham's a brand. I get
it. Exactly. Yes. It's like saying Kleenex or tissue.
But a lot of people say that's just good branding.
A lot of people say, "Hand me a fucking Kleenex." Like, and
do you say you want a soda or a Coke?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, come on.
That's different, though.
That depends on what region you're from. If you're from Atlanta, if you're from Atlanta or Georgia, it's a fucking Coke.
Yeah, but that's like okay, but if you're from the Midwest, soda is
a pop. Yeah.
So it's like right. So that's different. I'm saying like pork roll is what it is, but Taylor Ham is what it's fucking.
If you
called.
say pork roll and you're from New Jersey, you probably shouldn't fucking live in New Jersey.
Right. Yeah. You're one of them
like
fucking
probably
from down south. That's like a fucking Flyers fan.
I just
you probably shouldn't.
You're one of them.
You probably call a sub a hoagie.
I just realized.
Yeah, hoagie. Get the fuck out of my face with that.
I just realized South Florida is just like the panhandle, or South Jersey is the panhandle of Florida, basically.
Very similar.
Yeah, 100%.
It's all sand, and everybody says stupid shit like that.
Yeah, they're fucking awful down there. So, and to any of you, if any of our listeners are down there, stop listening to the fucking show. We don't like.
Whoa! That's not true. I love people from South.
Well,
Jersey.
no, it's not true. It is true, and that's actually Mike and I was discussing this before the show, and he's like, "I'm afraid to bring it up, but I really think that you can be the voice that says what I mean to say." So that's what I'm here for.
That's not true.
If you're from down there, Mike doesn't like you. I'm just putting it on the table.
Henry's speaking for me, and that is not true. I love the state. I love Governor Murphy, actually. I love that man.
Do you wish he had nipple rings like Cuomo?
Yeah, he definitely fucking sucks on fucking Cuomo's nipple rings. Flips them around and shit.
All right, here's what I said today. Did you watch Game of Thrones, Henry?
Yes.
Oh, he's an encyclopedia of it.
Okay. Is Khaleesi not the physical embodiment of the Democratic Party?
He's a hot Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Bravo, man. That's pretty good.
Dude, I was like, oh my God, all the words are good, but then just at the end, the action's not quite so good.
Yeah. Doesn't line up.
Just destroying every city.
But that's the problem with all fucking politicians, that their words never line up with their policies. So they say whatever they need to get elected, and then they have that cushy job with God knows how they get all that money too. Because the last time I checked, like, you know, those jobs don't pay a ton of money. So,
dude, but
I don't know how they all end up being fucking multimillionaires. But anyway,
if somebody is into whatever the words that are coming out of their mouth, they're still going to just swear by them.
Oh well, of course. Well, that's because people are fucking idiots and they don't see the completely fractured idea that is our two-party system that just doesn't fucking work. Both parties are fucking wrong. Both parties line their pockets. Both parties are full of fucking, pompous, fucking self-righteous jerk-offs.
And all they do is block each other the whole time while the other one has control of whatever this and that. They're just all pulling power moves to just fuck the other side over. Like
That's
nothing about.
And who does it end up fucking?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Nothing.
They play us like fucking chess pieces. That's all.
Yeah,
we're fuck about us,
dude. We're little worker ants. And that's what they want us to do. Shut the fuck up and be worker ants.
But it's just so funny that like motherfuckers that are like, I'm a Democrat because of or I'm a Republican because of Like you're both fucking just absolutely stupid. Like the both of us. And you argue with each other over pure stupidity and none of it fucking matters. And none of all the shit you talk and all the stupid fucking picket signs you hold up, they don't do a goddamn thing. Because they're not on your fucking side, and they never were, and they never fucking will be.
You realize that
Get over yourself.
Most people's align themselves to a side because they have to, but you can't necessarily feel that far to one side on everything.
Right, it's impossible.
And if you do, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, the people that are just all for one, like that's impossible. That's impossible. And if you are, then you're just not thinking. You're just not thinking. You got to think for yourself, man. That's not cool. Like when you're just like there's people like right now that are like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to vote for Biden. Biden can't fucking put a sentence together. He literally can't put 3 words together. Like, I'm just going to vote for him. And I'm not saying who you should vote for, but how could you vote for that guy? That guy cannot speak. He can't speak. He can't say 3 words in a sentence together.
I can say whatever I want as long as I say like, allegedly afterwards, right? Or in my opinion.
We don't know.
Yeah. Well,
am I allowed to do that? Okay. Because that guy is, without question, a fucking kid diddler. Allegedly.
I mean, he sniffs hair all day long.
Dude, he, caresses fucking children's faces.
What are you doing, dude?
You can see the terror in their fucking eyes when he's around.
Like, what about
Dude, he kissed his granddaughter on the fucking mouth, yo. If my fucking grandfather or grandpa kissed me on the mouth, I would punch him in the fucking nose. That's insane to me.
Dude, what about with that? Did you see that one thing we saw about in the hot tub and I have hair on my legs and they
it's like,
what is happening?
I used to go
in the hot
tub swimming pool and the local kids, they would see my legs, they would say, look at those hairy legs, and I'll say, you can play with them.
Yeah, what?
That's a normal thing.
What?
That a normal human being would say.
That's running to be president
of a country.
And has been involved in politics for the last 50 years.
Oh yeah, he's not running for the local, the Kiwanis club. He's not trying to be the
high school treasurer.
Yeah.
With all respect, listen,
he's not a man that's trying to run activity hour at his fucking respected nursing home.
But listen, he's been in politics, what'd you say, 50 years?
I'm guessing 50, but it's been a long time.
But he's been lucid for at least 45 of those years. It just happens to be when he goes for the biggest position in the world that he has no longer.
He starts losing his grip.
Which gets kind of interesting because they never wanted Bernie to win. Now it's like, oh, maybe he's going to go off his rocker, and then who's going to just sweep in and say, oh, we got to take care of him because he just needs to go straight into a nursing home.
Whoever the
filled with COVID, and then he'll die the next day.
Yeah, whoever he picks as fucking vice president. It's probably going to be
maybe it will happen before that.
Koblacher
or Michelle Obama.
Or Kamala Harris. It's going to be one of them.
They'll do if he gets in, they'll do, everything will be shut down. And they'll just have a big Joe Biden parade. So for plausible deniability, it'd be like, oh, he got COVID. He really wanted to do the parade, and now he died because of COVID.
Yeah,
he's the only person that died instantly from
COVID. That night.
Yeah. Instant. I'm not a Trump supporter at all, but I would love to see, just for pure, and this is probably not a time to be thinking about entertainment, but for entertainment, I would love to see those two fucking going at it. Like, that would be better than any UFC.
Dude,
like fist fight.
No,
like,
not fist fight. Even I mean, might turn to, those two idiots. It might turn to a fist fight at a debate stage.
No,
I mean, didn't he already put his dukes up one time?
Dude,
Biden. He was
Trump
like,
is gonna.
Biden's a fucking like
yeah. Trump's gonna eat him for fucking breakfast.
He's like, I will fight you. I'll fight you right now.
Yeah.
So imagine him and fucking Fat Donnie going at it. Like, imagine the two of them.
Trump's gonna eat his lunch, bro. It's not even gonna be a thing for him.
But I do want to watch that.
He'll be up. Have you ever seen the video of the kid that's just like baby? That's gonna be Joe the whole time standing there for sure.
I am excited for that. I just hope Biden makes it to a debate space.
You're excited for the eventual pay-per-view of them two fighting? Is that what you just said you were excited for? Because I'm a little confused about that.
No, I'm excited to watch them debate. We'll probably have to pay our stimulus check to watch it. How can you even
like literally?
Give half your stimulus check to watch this on pay-per-view.
He can barely talk. How's he going to rebut things like on the fly?
I think he's going to put his dukes up and try to fight.
He's just going to abandon democracy. Just be like, fuck it.
He's going to charge him. It'll be so great.
That's actually amazing. The first time that they debate, it's just going to be who fucking challenges who to a fist fight.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's like,
losers.
I think that Sleepy Joe said it best. He's like, what the fuck do you say to me? And he's like, don't make me punch you directly in your face. Oh God, it's gonna be so great.
It's really so great, but not because it's our future, but it is great.
At this point, I mean, like, what the fuck is the difference? You know,
it's like the Grateful Dead. I'm going to hell in a fucking basket, but at least I'm enjoying the ride.
Pretty much.
You know, we're fucking going down. Let's just enjoy it.
What was I looking for? Oh, I don't have that one in.
But yeah, it's I don't know. At this point, to me, it seems so fucking unfixable. Might as well enjoy it. That's my new message lately. It's like, you know what? Got my health, got my kids, got a house.
Listen, that's life in general. When was life perfect? When in life were you ever like, dude, things are so dialed right now. Like, this is so, it's just so smooth sailing. You know, like,
I can't believe how easy things are.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's never happened in life. So,
like, candy flipping in Mexico for 3 hours.
Yeah.
maybe
I've definitely had moments where I'm like, wow, this is perfect, and they were probably because of a candy flip, I would imagine. Because otherwise, life is hard to look at. But
yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. I know I'm joking a lot right now, but I do think I keep saying this. I know it sounds so corny or cliche. I just feel like we got to weather the storm, guys. I feel like we got to weather a storm, and I feel like something is, after a storm, something nice comes, and I do think that it's going to be. We just got to get through it. I do think it's going to be a little bit rough and bumpy and different, but how much can it be? How bad can it be, or how much pushing and how much more can people take before we say fuck it? And then things change, and I always believe in people. I do believe in people.
I like to my analogy is that life is like waves, good or bad waves, and you gotta learn to ride them all. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get shitty ones, and you just gotta figure out how to ride it out. And the people that fight the change right now are going to be the people that are the worst off. You got to embrace change and try to look at this as like, now all the market's changing a little bit, and there may be some, if you're vigilant and try to figure it out and figure out what works, like maybe you could better yourself in the deal.
I would think you're 100% right, Clint. I think you're 100% right.
I'm just too stupid to not be optimistic all the time. I don't know why I think
I wish I had
fucking
that,
work.
Yes.
I'm too dumb to be down.
You're like one of those dogs that's just always happy.
Yeah, fuck it.
Hey, I wish I had that. I wish I never took the red pill, but I do. yesterday I kind of had a thing where I was just like, I don't know why. Something just hit me, and I was like, you know what, man? I've been talking to my friends, you guys. Like, we started this podcast. I talked to Henry. I talked to Clint. I talked to so many friends, like a list. That before it's like when they call, you're like, oh man, why are you calling me? You know, or you're at work or something. You know, not you guys, but when the phone would ring, you're like, why is someone calling me? I'll text you. Yeah. Now it's like you pick up the phone, and you pick up the phone and you talk to someone for like more than 10 minutes. You know. Yeah. You talk on the phone. You have conversations. That was a thing of the past. I feel like a couple months ago. Like, how often did you pick up the phone and speak to someone, or FaceTime?
Before you'd be like, yeah, totally, yeah, yeah, no, definitely, yep, all right, well, I'll see you soon. Oh God, I hate that fucking guy. No. Anyway.
I mean, kind of, but not really. It's more like, you know, call. You're busy. Jesus. You're too busy. You're like, what the fuck? I can't really talk. But you pick up and you feel bad, or you just hit the fucking button. I'm busy right now. I'll call you another time. Where it's like now you're having conversations with your friends. You're talking to your family. Most people are doing something that they haven't done before, you know, or perfecting something. And I mean, I know I can speak for all of us. We're not sitting in front of TVs, any of us. I mean, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for the people who are doing that. People are sitting on a couch and playing video games, sitting in front of TVs. I feel bad for those people, unless that's what they want to do. Unless they worked so much and they never got to do that, cool. But I know I'm getting my hands dirty and outside and doing as much as I can, and trying things that, you know, I never wanted to try. We started this podcast. We talked about this podcast at the dojo for how many fucking months, and we just fucking said, let's do it. You know, we started it. It's, you know, and I don't know. That's the little silver lining. I'm with my fucking kid. You guys know how much I used to bitch. The last brunch we did, I'm like, I love this fucking thing, but you know, Sunday's my fucking day with my kids, guys. Now I'm with my kids every single day. You know, so there's all this little stuff that it's like, it's a blessing in a way. It's got, you know, like you said, it's waves. Could be you know, you could be riding this crazy ass wave and having fun right now. Maybe when it crashes, who the fuck knows? But while it's happening, just ride it out. I mean, enjoy it.
You're stuck here anyway, so why just go, oh, this sucks every day? Like, tell yourself this sucks every day. You just, in life, you know, I've talked to my friend about just trying to not be scared, going to events and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And you just have to do the necessary steps right now to get there, or to do whatever it is you want to do. And if you're constantly focused on the present, whether it's practicing or working out or traveling or whatever, getting your bike ready, if you're constantly in the state of I'm working on what's happening right now, eventually your helmet's on and you're pulling onto the floor and there's no fucking way to bet you, like, you're there now as well. So guess what? You better go. So I mean, if you were thinking about, I could sit here now and worry about, you know, let's say I rode still. I could sit here now on whatever Thursday and fret about tomorrow's practice or whatever, but I don't even know what the setup's going to be like. I don't know what's going to go on. So there's no sense in, well, you deal with it when you get there. And that's how, you know, when we get to the end of this and shit starts opening up, we're going to deal with it, you know? It's how you deal with life. You just fucking figure it out when it happens.
I mean, that's the best. The best. I mean, so many different books I've read or whatever. It's like, it kind of always boils down to that. A couple of little things. You could read books, you go to seminars, and I've done a lot of that shit. And a couple of key points that you always pull out is like, there's really no time but right this moment, right now, right here, right now, right? You think about the future, that's called anxiety. You think about the past, that's called depression. It's only right here, right now is the only time that exists. And another one that you'll get a lot of times is like, you are searching for shit all the time and it's always right in front of you. And I'm finding that all the time. Like, wow, like I've been looking for everything and I got the perfect spot in my yard to build a garden or whatever it is, you know, like everything's right here. Like with the restaurant, perfect example, guys. I was always like, you know, I just got to, Henry, actually, you probably didn't realize you said it to me one time, but I was like I was somewhere on traveling looking for shit. And I was looking at comedy clubs and this and that. And you're like, yeah, the next big club is probably in Morristown, New Jersey. You said it to me and I was like, oh, duh. Like, what am I saying? Why do I give up? Like, yeah, it's right there, you know? And it's so many times it's like, you go to seminars or like I said, or you read books and it boils down to that little simple thing. Like you've always had it right in front of you. You just got to figure it out. Or staying right here, right now, in this moment is so important. It sounds so simple and so easy, but once you can figure those things out, you can change your life.
For sure.
You know, you definitely could change your life.
But you also have to blame other people when you don't have stuff. That helps as well.
That's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's definitely my favorite.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Just to be healthy, you need just a little bit of someone else's fault, just so you don't feel bad about yourself. You didn't do it. You didn't cause it.
You should always have a list in your pocket of potential scapegoats.
Just people to blame.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Officer, what are you pulling me over for? Taillight. Well, my dad was supposed to fix it, but
that motherfucker at the shop, I swear I gave him the money for it. But yeah, man, I mean, it's we're gonna come out of this thing stronger. I know it. We're gonna come out of this thing stronger, and some people are not, but as long as we keep pushing and keep doing things. Henry, you're building shit all the time. Clint, you're writing fucking gay porn, right?
Yeah.
And you're doing great with it.
Oh, it's so hot.
It's up to that final climactic gangbang scene.
Yeah. I wrote myself into that one.
Yeah.
Just riders jumping deep gaps all day.
I was like, put me in. I've never done this before.
Well, I guess I could try.
Oh, God. Shit.
It'd be like being with a circus girl with my rough hands.
Oh my God.
They're always
Very
hanging.
good.
Well, I'm getting tired, guys. I don't know about you. Also, the edibles are kicking. Edibles are kicking in.
51 minutes. You can't make it 9 more minutes.
I could do 9 more minutes.
Catch me. God.
I'm gonna go to sleep while you guys talk.
He can do 9 more minutes with his eyes closed, bro.
Except he just flat out doesn't want to.
No, let's go.
I like these couple of jokes we came up with for masks. I need to shoot. I have some video ideas I need to shoot. Like how a year ago somebody would be like, "Oh my God, I saw this scumbag at the store with a mask on," and then this year they're like, "Oh my God, I saw some scumbag at the store without a mask on."
Oh man, no, we have to. My dad has already said that he wants to keep the mask thing for the rest of his life. He's like, I'm just gonna wear that and gloves forever now. He's like, fucking people skeeved me out to begin with, so like that's it. This is the new thing. It's like, all right, man, that's cool. Watching him slip into psychosis is actually pretty great. It gives me, goals for, by the time I turn 60-ish, if I ever get there. At least I know that like the slip will be gradual, but fast, like just efficient. Like I'll get to crazy before you can even see that it happened.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Something to look forward to. Like you said, like you guys are saying, think about the positives, live in the now, don't worry about the eventual dementia, things like that.
No, what I said was to prepare now for that stuff in the future. So if you need to take some brain vitamins or something.
Oh, I do.
Or do some brain exercises. Mike says I've been shorter since I've been forcing myself to write stuff, which is really difficult for me because I'm not a school type, like a writing type person, really. I barely write my jokes. I fucking, seriously, do them a couple times, and then I work them out, and then I write them down. But I don't, just write stuff out like this. The last half act I did was 27 pages.
Really?
The last time I wrote 27 pages of anything, had to have been school.
Yeah, you probably paid a fucking chick to write 27 pages
for you.
you.
No, I never was that slick. But I did take vocational school just so I didn't have to have fucking math and science for junior and senior year. Which actually science I didn't mind. I just was no good at math and English, which obviously vocational school did not help me with that one. I still had to do that, but they're like, which one is the pronoun? I'm like, it's the best noun you could get, obviously. Like,
you're a pronoun.
It's well practiced.
It's the noun that gets paid, bitch.
Yeah, motherfucker. The other ones are just like amateur nouns. They're just
they're fucking
around.
open mic nouns, motherfucker.
I'm like, do I speak correctly? Yeah. Do you understand me? Yeah. I don't understand what the fuck I need to know all this for. Like, why?
Especially now, like Twitter and shit, where we don't need grammar or any of that shit.
Yeah.
People just like type in all kinds of shit.
Now I know why I needed it. I guess I didn't realize I was gonna do this. But luckily he hadn't. He's like, there's tons of typos in there, and I'm like, listen, I haven't even seen any because I fucking unless it's highlighted in a wrong color or really it's spelt really wrong. Like, I'm not gonna call you on it.
Does that matter for a
not
for a
right?
film?
Not right.
No, right?
Well, eventually they're gonna fix it because people got to look at it. But right now, this is just us going back and forth with ideas
so
and
it shouldn't
stuff.
matter much.
So it doesn't right now, which is good.
That's cool.
There'll be somebody that's better at that to come behind us and fix it.
I really love the idea, Henry, of because I've been obsessing about the fucking the Plague Doctor.
Okay.
I've really been thinking about him so much lately. I don't know. It's so freaky. But I think that's how I'm gonna check on tables when we open up.
I would love that.
A little black cane and just kind of poke at them.
I will totally help you set that all up.
That's how they used to. That's how they used to, like, during the plague. That's how they would, like, check on you. They poked you,
and you would go.
You know that what they used to put in the beak.
Yeah, all nice smells.
Flowers.
Yeah.
And because they thought that fucking viruses and diseases were transferred via like the olfactories, like the smell. So like if you smell the body like decapitating, decomposing. That they thought that's what like like you inhaling that is what got you sick. So they thought that they're close.
Kind of on it, yeah.
But they thought that fucking flowers would stop that.
Well, garlic, they put all kinds of stuff in there. But you know what's kind of interesting is that
I bet you there are some things that are like garlic is antiviral.
No, there's a little bit of things they might have been close with. And one thing that's kind of interesting is during a lot of these plagues, the areas that was really bad was when it would be very misty and rainy. And look at New York, New Jersey, the last fucking month and a half. Like, that's kind of, maybe they're onto something there. I don't know. But like, it was supposedly like England and some of the places where it got hit really hard, it was misty during that period for like a long period of time. And then when the mist and the rain would be around, they thought it was like is when the peak would happen and it would get worse. And our weather's been terrible. And like California's going through a heat wave. Florida's fucking have the most perfect weather lately. And it's like the Northeast has been like rainy and misty during this whole thing. We have these crazy numbers. I don't know. But way above my fucking.
Here's the only issue with that is that New Orleans was hammered in the beginning, and it was like 85 degrees there or something.
Yeah, same thing like the fucking Philippines or whatever. Vietnam's getting fucking crushed right now, and that's like the jungle. Yeah.
Yeah, but once again, it's misty. It's a
very humid. Climate.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know if Florida's having dry heat. I mean,
what
it's actually right now is more of a dry heat time for Florida. It's more like this gets very wet. I don't know. Like I said, who the fuck? I have no fucking clue but it's just something that they used to think. Maybe they were onto something. Sometimes I do think we kind of dismiss old, ancient, and other things like they had no idea what they were doing. But there's definitely had to be some little truths in some of the things they were doing.
I think we should bring back leeches.
I think leeches probably worked a little bit.
That's what's up.
I bet you leeches. I bet you bloodletting worked out a little bit. Why wouldn't it?
Dude,
drinking mercury and shit.
No, a bloodletting.
Obviously, there was some bad stuff, but people are like say that like drinking mercury or whatever they had. Look at what we got now, fentanyl. You could touch it and get fucking fucked up and die.
Yeah.
Like, have we made anything like better? I don't think we've made anything safer.
That's the pinnacle.
We made OxyContin because heroin was too addictive. How'd that work out
They
for
made
you?
the perfect drug called OxyContin. They had to fuck it all up and start making fentanyl and shit. We just kept it at Oxy's. It was all
Oxy
good.
was way too strong as well.
Just take a half. You'll be fine.
Dude, it's too strong for a lot of people. It's unnecessary. You should be able to deal with a little bit of pain, okay? I think the Tylenol.
Well, we're talking about drugs. You're talking about pain.
I'm talking about actual medicinal use.
Which
medicinal
is what
use?
it
was made for.
Oh, what the fuck does that mean?
Listen, there is fentanyl's fucked up. Fentanyl's a fucked up drug, and then carfentanil and all that shit is no good. No good.
Since I don't get to spin records, and I haven't in the last couple of weeks, I am giving people my picks for the week. Do yourself a favor, go out and check out the new RJD2 album. It's called The Fun Ones. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard just put out Chunky Shrapnel, which is a bunch of live tracks. Everybody should check that shit out. It's unbelievable. And something I've been grooving on recently, Eve's Tumor, Heaven to a Tortured Mind. So those are my picks for the week. And the new Thundercat is like the fucking best record I've heard in the last couple of years. So go out and listen to some new music. New Thundercat, new RJD2, Eve's Tumor, and the new King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard live record.
Awesome. Thanks, Henry. Check those
you
out.
need to write them down and send and email them to me.
Yeah,
so
put them in the link.
exactly.
Oh, can you do that? Okay, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. That's awesome, Henry. Appreciate that. Yeah, Henry's got one of the best DJs I've ever known, and his selections are amazing. So that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I also want to thank like I said, any of the Swarm, if you made it through our podcast. Thank you to the Swarm. Thank you to Sam Tripoli. Thank you to Tommy G.
Yo, what if you're fucked up and this guy comes in to work on you?
Yeah, no, that's how I'm going to come back to work. I'm going to be the boss dressed like that. I'm going to talk like at the end, like before and after the night when I talk to the comedians. That's when I'm going to talk to you guys.
This one can't.
Oh, one last thing.
It's a YouTube.
How are you guys going to feel about sharing mics? Is it going to be like sharing needles?
I'll bring my own mic.
Yeah.
Screw those dirty fucks.
It's going to be like sharing needles.
Well, I mean, DJing back in the day, we always had.
Oh, yeah.
Most places you brought your own needles and you brought your own headphones,
yeah.
etc. So,
your own needles?
Yeah, DJs never share needles. This used to be like their shirts and shit. Yeah.
Well, I don't want fucking somebody like my needles are fucking expensive. I don't want somebody fucking beating them to shit.
Yeah, but I'm talking about mics, that.
No, I understand. Yeah, hey, mics are fucking expensive too.
So you would use their turntables?
Oh yeah.
Yo, there was a video. Did you see the video Missy Elliott posted on Twitter of this little ass girl fucking cutting?
No.
It was pretty good.
Bro, there's like two of the best. One of the best kids in the world right now is like fucking 13 years old, 14 years old. She's disgusting.
On wax, Henry?
Yeah, well, I mean, they all.
Or just using the Serato.
They all use Serato.
See, I don't know. I still think that's not. You're not.
Dude. Listen, when you can.
You're not Cuber. You're not.
When you can sit there and instead of like the way it used to be with Cuber, like Kid Koala, Rock Raider, like things like that, when it was like, it's muscle memory where they would like spin the record back and know.
Yes.
Like, 1, 2, 3, and then
of
catch
that
it.
Record.
And it's like now you just hit cue points, so it doesn't matter even if the record skips, you just hit that cue point again. And it's like, that's fucking cool because it increases, the amount of tricks in your bag, but at the same time, like it completely takes away the touch of it. I mean, it's like that's like Jimi Hendrix could play a fucking guitar, but kids today figured out how to to make the guitar play itself. It's like that doesn't make you a good guitar player.
Henry, do you remember how many fucking cases we had to bring upstairs for fucking DJ Dan?
DJ Dan. For fucking
How many cases? How many cases of records?
Bro, I personally carried like fucking 7 crates of records.
We were just carrying. We had a team. My security team was carrying records up to the booth for this guy's fucking set.
After case.
I mean, that's dude in a dark ass fucking thing before LED lights, sticking a little flashlight in his mouth, looking, and dude going through everything, boom, throwing it down. I mean, I'm sorry, like I don't want to be the angry old man, and that's really cool that they're doing it. But I can't give a DJ props until I see them
I've seen Frankie Bones go through fucking 2 crates of records. I've watched Frankie Bones go through 2 crates of records. Watched him do it. Just,
and
like,
then fucking
white,
whiting them out to make sure kids aren't fucking stealing the records. So they would like make sure the labels would be fucked up because kids would be like in there and trying to like see what they're doing. And they they spun a lot of white labels, but they would also like fuck the labels up so kids like couldn't steal their shit. So they only were spinning the bro.
What's a white label? Is that like just a bootleg?
White label is a record that was a white label is a very short run records that was kind of made for the DJ
or a test press,
test pressing, that didn't have a label on it.
Right.
But then it got to the point. Whites. Then it got to the point in the '90s where DJs, it wasn't an official white label, but they would fuck with the labels because so many kids were trying to be him, and they would just like stand and watch the booth all night and be like, okay, and trying to find that record. So they would fuck with it. So they didn't want you to.
Or you had production teams like fucking like Nostrum or like Rabbit in the Moon or whatever, and they would go up there and do like live PAs with certain aspects of the set would be a live PA, and guys like that would take beats they would make full songs and then just press like acetates with them, which like acetates they're just meant to be played X amount of times, maybe 15, 20 times, and then they fall apart.
Yeah.
So it's like they would go out there and play these dub plates, like just white labels, plates, whatever. They put these fucking records on, and you're like, holy shit, like what is this? And they're like, I don't know.
Or they give it to you. Sometimes we knew DJs.
I've had Scott Henry be like, "Here, man." I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, we knew DJs that would just give you a record, and then like, but it's like Henry said, it's acetate. You're only gonna get X amount of spins off it.
Yeah, it only plays for a little bit of time, and then that's.
Those are the days, man.
Oh God, those were the days.
Those were the days, and honestly, like those fucking like I think about it like. I had some fucking nice. I never wanted to be a famous DJ, so I always put my friends before me when I was involved in the business side of things. But I think about like I was always so hard on myself. Clint, you're starting to know that now about me. But there was a couple of sets that we had like at the studio or after hours that I had some fucking stellar fucking sets. And some of these kids now, like where I was spinning records, like those were my records that I knew, and I knew how to take care of. Like it wasn't just going on Serato, and I'm not knocking that. Listen, I got back into the music industry.
It's a whole other set of skills, and I give those kids a ton of credit because they're better than I'll fucking ever be.
I don't know about that,
dude. For real, man. Like those kids they're so fucking good.
I don't know about that.
Like that kid's. I can't even begin to give that kid props. Like enough props. But
yeah, and I repped a bunch of Serato DJs, and they were nasty, and they did a lot of cool things. But it's still a big but, man. We didn't even use the beat matcher when it came out.
Nah, not at all.
I
used to put a piece of tape over it.
Yeah, we didn't even use it. Henry, we didn't even use it. And like, I don't know. There's just so much computer going on with it that, like I said, I don't want to be the grumpy old man, but there's something about using the techniques and just fucking mixing and bringing your fucking whole collection. It's a lot different. But
I figured out how to use the loop feature on my fucking Behringer mixer that I bought off that kid, and that was like a game changer. I figured that shit out the other day. And like I just taught myself how to use it. I didn't know how to use that thing. Just fucking around. And I was like, I wonder if this works. And then I learned how to use loops, and I was like, oh, game changer.
Go to YouTube, dude. You can YouTube fucking anything.
Yeah.
Somebody's had a problem with something.
I like to figure things out myself. I like to try to anyway.
I like to get stuff. I'm not a directions person. I have to get stuff, poke around on it, then get stumped, then look for the answer. Because if I just read a bunch of answers without knowing the problem, I'm like, what is this nonsense?
Fuck's that do for me?
But if I if I incur the issue and then I go and work backwards and figure out how to do it, then I'm good. But I'm a hands-on type of person. Otherwise,
I put that whole workbench together like using pocket screws, and I had no fucking concept of how to use my pocket screw jig. I just like figured it out. So that thing should be falling apart any day now.
But now you know.
But then I was like, all right, for the next project, I was like, I should probably watch the video. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes a lot more fucking sense now. So now I know how to actually do it. But I was pretty close.
The battle.
I almost figured it all out. But,
all right, let me sign off the internet. Right. Thanks.
Numero Diaz.
There you go. Numero Diaz, also known as the 10, if you're an American.
Episode
So,
10, double digits. Fucking stoked.
Yeah.
Any new listeners out there, thank you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to our bullshit, and stick around and check out our next show.
And hold up, you can catch me on at Real Junebug on Instagram. Henry, Instagram.
I am officially retired from social media, but if you want to, DM me and show me your tits or something, it is at Crate Keepers.
Yeah, you got an awesome Instagram. He's got an awesome vinyl collection.
I know. I'll be back on it in a couple days. I'm just trying. I need to be off of social media right now.
All right, but yeah, he's got a really cool. He's got a cool vinyl. He's got a thing where he plays records, and it's a very cool Instagram. And you can watch Clint giving himself CTE on his dirt bike. Clint, what's yours?
Just Clint Esposito on everything, pretty much.
Right,
Facebook, man. Twitter. I'm barely on Twitter because nobody reads my stuff. I get like 1 like on it from the other account that I run, 2 Wheels to Freedom. I just go over there and like it from there. Yeah, I got a bunch of things. But basically, if you like motorcycles or dirt bikes specifically, and more specifically freestyle motocross, then I have a page, 2 Wheels to Freedom. Other than that, yeah, just Clint Esposito.
Right.
Boy. And No Carnival Parking podcast on Twitter.
No Carnival Parking.
You fucking
No
dick.
Carnival Parking.
We'll see everyone Monday.
Yep. And we got this is actually being shared with the No Carnival Parking Twitch as well. So I'm streaming it to the live stream comedy one, but then the other one's stealing it.
Our Twitch. I got you.
So, all right, that got confusing. Later, everybody.
Right.
See you Monday.
Peace, y'all. See you.